Hi guys, I'm here with Ran from Crypto Banter. Ran,
nice to see you again. We see each other everywhere.
Right, so predictions for 2025.
Oh goodness. It's all over. Close the shop. It's finished.
Yeah, guys, don't bother.
Options are going to zero. On a serious note.
Yeah, what's happening?
Look, there's a 25 to 40% chance the cycle is finished. I know people don't want to hear that. But the reality is, if you think about what happens when a cycle finishes, everyone lands up hoping for there to be one more pump where they can sell their bags.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you, what are you waiting for? You're waiting for the last pump, right?
Yeah, I have tokens that I'm like, oh wait, I have my value that they need to get to before I sell them.
Everybody's thinking the same thing, and that's exactly what a bear market is. A bear market is everybody bought their tokens, waiting for it to come up, never, ever gets up, and then 6 months later they realize, shit, we were actually in a bear market. 25 to 40% chance that happens.
Okay, that's like, we've got good statistics. We're saying it's more positive.
75% chance that there is actually going to be a very, very long and extended bull market, but not as aggressive. So why? Because the market priced in a Trump victory. And so Bitcoin went from 55,000 to 110,000. That's quite a big gap in terms of what the market is delivering. You effectively said that Trump is going to double the impact that Bitcoin had forever.
Yeah.
Like, you think Bitcoin was, call it from 2010 to 2014?
Yeah.
14 years, got us from 0 to 55,000. 55,000 to 110,000 was November 5th.
Yeah.
Which means that the market priced in that Trump was going to double the effects of Bitcoin, the value of Bitcoin. That's like big shoes to fill, right? Now the reality Trump's in, and the market's going, all right.
And it's just kind of like unsure.
Where's our strategic reserve? Where's our legislation?
We want everything.
We want everything. And so what I think is going to happen is, I actually think Trump's going to deliver. But he's not going to deliver tomorrow. So I think what's going to happen is he's going to deliver a little bit, and deliver a little bit, and deliver a little bit. And as he does, so the market will start going more and more up. Which means that if that happens, both in stock markets and in normal markets, we'll have a very long, protracted bull market. And I actually think this 4-year cycle stuff, it's absolute bullshit.
It no longer exists.
Doesn't exist.
What used to exist before.
Doesn't exist.
There's institutions involved that aren't going to let that happen.
Well, if you think about what the 4-year cycle was around the halving.
Yeah.
And if you think about the halving went from taking 50 Bitcoin, which were trading at between $0 and $100, and halving the supply to 25. Think about the net effect of that to the total market value.
Yeah.
Now you're talking about going from 6.25 to 3.125 Bitcoin on a market cap of $2 trillion.
Yeah.
It's not a thing anymore. It's almost negligible. So to say that the supply constraint is going to be the primary driver behind the fact as to why Bitcoin doubles or doesn't double, it's not going to work. It's just that 4-year cycle thing, in my opinion, is absolute bullshit. We're now a function of macro cycles.
Yeah.
Because probably now the majority of Bitcoin is actually owned by Wall Street and institutions.
Yeah.
So
big players out there.
So we're now an institutional asset, like it or not.
Yeah.
I bet you that when risk markets go down, Bitcoin's going to go down, and when risk markets go up, Bitcoin's going to go up, and that's just what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And this little cluster called cryptocurrency just doesn't exist anymore. We're now an institutional asset.
I completely agree. I think so many people question it. They're like, when is the bull market? When is the bear market? It's not happening. It's never happening the same way again. We've broken through that barrier.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Enjoy the fact that it's going to be
it's hard to enjoy when ETH gets liquidated and when Sol liquidates everyone. But I mean, you know what?
It's a journey. Yeah. You've been in this space a long time. You've seen all this different stuff happening.
Yeah. When you were a kid, did you used to love going to the fun parks, the fun fairs?
Yeah.
All right. And on the fun fairs, on the roller coaster, it went up and down, right?
Yeah. And you love both parts.
You love both parts, right?
It's like that exciting.
When the fun fair went, yeah, we're going down, and then when it goes up, you're like, oh man, we've got to break, and then and that's pretty much how it is in crypto. You got to have You can't be here for the downs, the ups and not the downs. It doesn't work.
Yeah, enjoy the journey. Like that's what I love seeing, like conferences like this.
Yeah.
Where they were saying over 8,000 people here.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
I always ask myself, like when I invest in a token, I always ask myself, which token is going to outperform? And like that's the one you invest in. You always say like, what's going to be better, Solana or Ethereum? And then what you do is you take your money and you put it either into either Sol or into ETH, right? That's what you do. Mm-hmm. So you should do the same thing with industries and say to yourself like, where else would you rather be? So let's play the game, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can either be in crypto or you can be in property.
Crypto.
Okay, great. You can either be in crypto or you can be in medicine.
Crypto. I have a science degree and I got away from that one.
You can either be in crypto or you can be in AI. Which one are you going to go to?
Oh, see, this one's...
Okay, let me help you. Wait, let me help you. If you're in crypto, you'll be able to get liquidity for your efforts immediately. Mm-hmm. If you're in AI, you may have to wait 20 years before you get any kind of liquidity. Now, let me ask you the question again.
Crypto, obviously.
Okay, so we can carry on playing the game for a long time, but I know you're paying your cameraman by the hour, and it's going to be very expensive, so we'll stop playing the game, but I think you understand what I'm saying.
There's a reason why you're in this industry. There's a reason why everyone is here, because we see the amazing things that Camp does.
A lot of people here could be in any other industry. A lot of people here could be retired.
Yeah.
But they're here each and every day.
Yeah.
Ask yourself why.
Yeah, they love that journey as well. We love the highs, we love the lows, we love...
I've been here for 2015, 2016, so 10 years, 9 years. And
we're not leaving.
We're not leaving. I mean, not for now. I mean, one day, but not now.
When we're actually fully retired and we're just on a yacht somewhere.
Then we'll do it. Then we'll do it.
Not long, guys. Thank you so much, man. Pleasure as always.